Hey, good morning, Bootstrappers. This is Ryan Nickel in Seattle with my nice new hair. Check it out. It's like 5:30 something a.m. I don't know what time it is actually. I know it's early. So anyway, out doing my daily attack, and I wanted to share this quick little video with you. So, I got a call yesterday. I'm on vacation with my family. We're up here in Seattle, and I'm outside right now. My kids are still sleeping with my wife and everything else, and so it's going to be a little bit noisy as I'm driving, or I'm next to the freeway because I got a screaming deal. Yeah. I don't know the terrain that well, so we got a decent hotel, but still it's like, close to the freeway, so outside's loud. Inside you can't even hear it. But anyway, I digress. So they talked to a seller yesterday, and he was just totally crazy on his price. I hadn't seen the property. I had another guy go over there and look at the house. He's like, oh man, this house is really bad. This is what you can offer for it. It's really, really bad. And so I gave him a fair offer, and I shot it back over to the guy, and he's like, I demand that you pay me my cash for the house. He wanted like $155,000. We offered him I think 111. All fixed up. The house maybe, all fixed up, maybe. Like I said, all maybe. Like this house is pretty trashed. Might go for fetch 175, 180. But anyway, he comes back and goes, I demand that you give me 155. And I'm like, dude, we don't play that game. And this is not a property I'm interested in if we can't get our price. He's like, the good day to you. And I'm like, sounds good. And I moved on. And in the past, I would have been like, okay, what can I do? How can I help this guy? And that's the stupidest problem in the world to be in. You need to get to a point in your business where you can get the people to make a decision. Either it's a yes or it's a no. And if it's a no, it's okay, move on to the next one. If it's a yes, then give them all your damn attention. Help them be, the best possible client you possibly can. You be the best possible client you can for them. But if it's a no, forget them and move on. And seeing the problem in the past is I have been where it's been like, oh my gosh, they're a no. Oh my gosh, I can't offend them. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't do that. And the problem with that is because I hadn't had enough leads coming in. I hadn't have enough income coming in that I had to cater to every single person. And that's the worst place in business to be in. Is you can't be yourself, you can't be authentic, and you can't serve the people that you have in there to the highest level because you have these idiots over here that are just draining your energy, draining your checkbook. And it's a lose-lose situation. So get to a point where you know that your marketing is consistent and you have enough leads coming in, or you know what you're doing, that you can go out and get more leads, so that when someone says no, you can say, okay, that's fine, thank you very much, next, and really mean it. Instead of go, oh crap, okay, I need to lower my standards, I need to change, I need to do something different. And that's what this is all about. So get to a point where you have enough leads and you can say, you know what, I appreciate where you're coming from, but I don't accept it. I'm going on to the next one. And that's exactly where I was. And so this guy supposedly called, morning David, this guy supposedly called back the guy that went and looked at the property and chewed him out. He's like, how dare you? How dare you come to my house? And how dare you give me an offer like that? How dare you? And I'm like, dude, tell the guy politely, hey, get lost. Either come down on your price or don't be so emotionally upset. You're the one that demanded that we pay you that price, and now you're upset because we told you no. Either, come get some reality, or just, move on. And because we're already done. I told the guys, look, man, I appreciate that, but we're not moving. That's not a price. It's unrealistic, and it clearly, you know what? Here's the cool thing about it. If you got enough leads in there, you can choose to be a little bit arrogant with people. Not to be a jerk, not to be rude, but you can take the moral high ground of look, man, I don't need your business. I don't need your house. And that's exactly what I told him. I said, look, I would like to buy your house. We're buying between 3 and 4 properties a month, but I don't need to buy your house. It'd be nice, but I don't need to. He goes, well, the feeling's mutual then, because we don't need to sell. I was like, I think that's great. And then he wrote back and he said something else. This is all through email. And so a lot of it gets lost in translation. And finally I just told the guys, look, clearly you don't know what you're doing. Because if you did, you would have priced your house accordingly, or you would have hired a professional to sell it for you. But because you don't, I can't move forward with you because we're at an intellectual impasse here. As an investor, I know what I need to buy it for in order to make money. You as a seller, you're emotional about this house and you need to make a certain amount of money, but that money does not work for me. Therefore, we can't do business together. I wish you the very best. Fine then, is what he said. I'm like, okay, cool, man. See ya. So apparently he stewed on that all day. And then called my guy back and I don't know what the conversation was. He just told me, he's like, hey, just cross that guy off your list. He called me upset last night saying that he's not going to do business with us and all this stuff. I'm like, we already established that. But here's the point that I'm making. In the past, I would have been like, okay, what does he want? How can we help this guy? What can we do to get this guy's business? How can I? Coming from a place of desperation and neediness, or even greediness sometimes. instead of like, you know what? Hey, that's cool. There's more out there. My emotional energy is better spent focusing on those people that actually want to do business with me my way than trying to convince somebody that their price is too high, or me trying to lower my standards just to do a deal. That is not how you do business. But it is for a lot of guys because they don't have enough leads coming in. They don't know how to market. They don't know how to make it rain. They don't know how to go out there and to convert business. You're not going to convert everybody, but this particular guy, like I said, nope, done, next. Here I am in Seattle. I'm able to go and like spend time with my family. I'm not like, oh, crap, how do I get this deal? I need my next paycheck. That's not going to happen. So if you don't have your marketing all set up, if you don't know what you're doing to get your next deals, figure it out. Because if not, you're going to be emotional hostage to every seller that comes into your door, knocking on your door's business, trying to get you to change your standards and everything like that. Here I am. Look at this. Look at my standards. I walk outside in the parking lot at night or in the morning. Anyway, I'm Ryan Nickel. Just remember, you're just one deal away from changing your entire financial future. And you get to a point now where you can just go, hey, you know what? I don't need this deal. Thanks. And just move on. So increase your leads, and you'll increase the quality of your life. All right, I'm checking out. I'm going to go say hi to my family. They're waking up now.